Hello everyone and welcome to my review for Chainsaw Man Chapter 89. I have to address a mistake I made in the last chapter review. I was working with some early scans, like it wasn't the Shonen Jump Viz release, it was like the speed scans that come out on Fridays. And I couldn't see what Chainsaw Man did after ripping Pochita out of his chest. And as someone else pointed out in the comments, he tore it out and basically used it to throw it back down to Earth and regenerate his body around that. So my whole analysis last week was just totally fucking pointless because, yeah. So, getting on to this week's chapter, we got a lot more substance than the last couple weeks with sort of, I guess, Makima's last resort. And I guess sort of an explanation of what her plan may have been this whole time. So, Makima says that the Chainsaw Man became so powerful because it fed off of the fear of devils, which is interesting. I'm wondering if that's just exclusive to the Chainsaw Man, or if all devils can feed off the fear of other devils. We already know the Chainsaw Man is very unique, so maybe it just applies to him, but this would mean that devils in hell who have a really scary reputation even among the devils are much more powerful than they would just be if it was because of the fear of humans, or the fear humans have of them. So the primal devils are probably so busted not just because humans are afraid of them, but also because the other devils are afraid of them, like as we saw with the Darkness Devil, where as soon as they got down there, Quan Chi's fiends were like, oh fuck, do I have permission to kill myself? So that may be interesting if it applies to the other devils. If it just applies to the Chainsaw Man, that would kind of make sense, considering what a bizarre specimen he is. But the good reputation that he has built among the humans is stealing that power away from him. And as we see in this chapter, the public loves Chainsaw Man. We get to hear from various people from throughout the series talk about how he, saved their life. Basically, we get someone talking about what he did to save them from each of the previous major arcs. We see him fighting Aki. We have someone talk to him about fighting the Typhoon Devil. We have when he fought Shadman in the train, when he fought the Bat Devil, and even from chapter 2, I think, where he saved that girl from the Muscle Devil. So it seems like Makima's long game was to make people like Denji, make people like the Chainsaw Man, so that it would sap away his power from people not being afraid of him. Not just not being afraid of him, but from admiring him and thinking that he's there to protect them. And that would weaken him enough for her to defeat him. And what exactly is her method of defeating him now that he's weakened? Well, she seems to use Kobeni as bait, knowing that the Chainsaw Man would step in to protect her. And she uses the power of Angel. Man, we haven't seen him in a while. And she uses 1,000 years to make a lance. And when we see this attack, it's a sort of double page spread. It's like, I guess, a page and a third, and then you have little things on each side of the double page spread. I'm not exactly sure what the terminology to describe this sort of spread is. But there are these three fucking A-posing skinny humanoids. It's like the mass-produced Eva units from the end of Evangelion. And they fire this thing out of space? Like fucking outer space opens. It's really cool. The way that Fujimoto does the shading, or should I say lighting, on Kobeni is really good. This is a very impressive thing here. So Chainsaw Man steps in the way of that, and he basically takes the bullet for Kobeni. And Makima seems to be disappointed. Really, she just looks down at him and sighs. So, why is she disappointed? probably because this is a little underwhelming for her, being the fangirl that she is. I guess she expected more from him or something. I assume Makima's interpretation of a hero and the way that she views the Chainsaw Devil is very different from, like, a normal person. So we'll have to see. We also got some very interesting insight into Makima's worldview. She doesn't hate humans. She says that she likes humans. Don't worry, that's not your Discord. And that she sort of views them like dogs. They're loyal, easily handled, clever, and stupid. Just watching them is fun. And also they love me. Which is which is very true if you've spent any time looking at internet discourse around Makima. Boy, do some people love Makima, let me tell you. Which sort of makes her seem a little more nuanced. It's not just like humans are like ants that I can step on beneath my feet. She's just like, oh yeah, they're just kind of dumb and adorable. And I guess almost innocent with how unaware they are of all of this crazy bullshit going on. Other than that, Kobeni apparently got a perfect score in DDR, which is like fucking impossible almost. Once again, we have to talk about how inexplicably lucky Kobeni is, getting a perfect score on DDR because her life depends on it, and then having the Chainsaw Man step in to catch that, Lance of Longinus for her. Once again, we have to wonder if Kobeni actually has some kind of contract, or if she just has, like, king energy. Like, she just has inexplicably good luck. Now, where do I think we're going to go after this chapter? I have no fucking idea. I legitimately have no idea where we may go after this. This is the most damaged that Denji's new form has become. We've never seen the Chainsaw Man this injured. He's being weakened by the humans celebrating him. We see that earlier on in the chapter. So we have to wonder what exactly is going to happen now. I don't know. Makima said her plan was to take control of the Chainsaw Devil, so I guess she's going to find some way to do that. Chainsaw Man has to think that he is lesser than Makima, which even in this circumstance I kind of doubt that he would. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens next week. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I do Chainsaw Man reviews every week. Be sure to click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of them. If you enjoy other series such as Record of Ragnarok, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Kengan Omega, I do videos on those series as well, so if you're interested in those, you should definitely check out my channel. If you enjoy discussing Chainsaw Man with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to it on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.